Such a tragedy to lose two boxers within days of each other. And Peter, you're saying it is time that the sport was banned.
Well, I've been saying this for many years, and every time a boxer dies in the ring, or every time a boxer is left with a lifelong disability, I make this same plea. And it's not just me. Medical associations around the world have many years ago reached the conclusion that boxing is an inherently dangerous sport. It leads to death, it leads to lifelong disability, and it should be banned.
I mean, it's a fair argument, isn't it, Martin? It's a sport where the purpose of it is to hit, to injure the other person.
Well, I'm not here first to argue that boxing is not a dangerous sport, because it is, in fact. I'm here just to state that boxing is not more dangerous than a bunch of other sports. And actually what you just said is not right, because I personally don't know a boxer who actually steps into the ring with the intention to actually hurt the other person. It's a sport at the end of the day, and you go in for the win, not exactly to actually do some damage to your opponent.
Isn't the ultimate objective in boxing to render your opponent senseless by repeated blows to the head? A knockout is actually a concussion. You've damaged somebody's brain at the moment they lose consciousness and fall on the floor. And every time a boxer sustains a blow, there's a blow that side of the head, the brain moves inside the skull, collides with the opposite side, and what happens inside your head is that the brain is pulled and sheared, and there are tiny little bleeds.
The same thing happens in rugby, doesn't it? In American football.
But the difference,
horse riding, if you want.
And
boxing is not even in the top 10 most dangerous sports in the world, and that's a fact.
Difference of all of those sports is that in boxing you are setting out to render your opponent senseless. In rugby, the objective is to get the ball over the line.
Yeah, but the fact that the other player on the field is not aiming for your head, he's aiming for the ball, doesn't really change the final result, does it? That you end up injured.
Well, I don't know of two rugby players dying.
I know many rugby players who actually suffered more. Yeah, but let's put it this way.
Of course, you can be seriously injured and
yes,
rugby.
Absolutely.
Rugby players have been paralysed and indeed can lead to serious concussion. I have to say, though, Peter, what you're calling for is something that could take away opportunities from those from a deprived background. We've even had Prince Harry launching an initiative with the boxer Anthony Joshua, and it is known that the kind of people that benefit from a career in boxing are people who live in deprived backgrounds.
Right. Well, I speak as the son of an immigrant, somebody who grew up on a council estate in a deprived part of London, and I find it really patronising when people say this is the way out of poverty. The way out of poverty is for people to be educated or to take up a sport where they don't hurt themselves or others.
No, but we're not saying this is the way out of poverty. What we're saying here is that boxing has so many benefits, not only for the individual, but for the children and for the society. That I work with children, and I know charities who actually, they work with children to keep them off the streets. And you will be actually, I can see that you've got the statistics here or whatever, but have you got the statistics about how many young people's lives have been changed thanks to this sport? And actually they step into the boxing gym, they find that they don't only get the sense of discipline and mental strength, but they also get a sense of community.
Of course, a picture of a boxer.
I'm so sorry, Peter. We do have to leave it there. I really, really do apologise. Meet McCabe and Martin Dimitrov.